Pregnant?
It happens.
Maybe it's time that you settle down, and this getting pregnant is like a sign or something. Oh, it's wonderful.
Mary Beth, those corny movies you watch, they have warped your mind. Men choose 60, 70, 80 years old. They're still deciding to have families. Well, why do I have to decide now? Damn it! Who invented these stupid things anyway?
Not me. 21 minutes too. We're gonna be late.
Why am I at a hose? Would you tell me that?
I don't know, Christine. I really don't know. What's the matter with you? You've been crazy all week.
I'll tell you what's the matter with me. Every time I put one of these things on, I shove my foot right through it. Right through it! Ow! Damn it!
What?
Ow!
Oh, what? Let me see. Let me see it. Oh, you got a Band-Aid? I'll get a Band-Aid. Where is it?
In the medicine cabinet.
Now, well, get ready. Judge Burns is gonna hold us in contempt.
Terrific. I'll tell him about my morning. Complete insanity. The hot water went out in the middle of my shower. Conditioner on my hair, of course. And then...
And you're losing nails.
Oh, yeah, just... All right. Ow! And then I broke my coffee cup. Coffee went all over my brand new Italian suit. Check this out. This new miracle cleaning fluid left a big ring. Look at that. Probably permanent. To top the whole thing off. I don't own a pair of stockings that even a hooker would wear.
Here, right here. Take these here. Let's go.
No, those are wet. These
19
are soaking wet.
minutes, Christine.
All right. All right. Wait a minute. All right. There we go. Oh, so wait. Okay. These things are still soaking wet.
Listen, you want to rehearse me, Christine? You know how rattled I get in court, okay?
Yeah, okay.
You're the assistant DA.
Mr. Wonderful himself. All right, Detective Lacey, drawing your attention to the date in question, under what circumstances do you first recall having seen Mr. George Poulianakis?
I first saw Mr. What is it?
Poulianakis.
Poulianakis. Okay, let me start again, okay?
Okay.
I first saw the victim.
No
Mr.
objection.
What?
I'm the defense attorney, too. He's the alleged victim. These things are wet. Have you ever put on wet pantyhose in a car? Sorry.
I first saw the alleged victim when we were called to his house some 18 months, 22 days ago on East 20th Street. We'd been there before. There were prior incidents with Mr. Nolan. Harassment of his tenants in an attempt to get them to move so that he could turn the place into a co-op.
No, objection again.
What?
Still the defense attorney. That is hearsay, motion to strike.
Oh, hearsay.
Would you please just answer the questions as posed, Detective Lacey? What did you see when you first went into the apartment building?
Mr. Poulianakis, his door was locked.
What did you do?
My partner and I, well, actually, it was more my partner
No,
than
would
me.
you just get on with the answer, please, Detective?
Yes, sir. We broke his door down. Turning here. Hey.
Please tell the court why you broke down Mr. Poulianakis' door.
Okay, we could hear moaning inside, and also there was this woman in there, this Mrs. Rose Skimmins, who had informed us. Isn't that hearsay, Christine?
Just answer the questions, Detective.
Mrs. Rose Skimmins, who said that. I don't get this, Christine. How come this isn't hearsay too?
Not introduced for truth of the matter asserted.
How come you know all this stuff, anyways?
I'm asking the questions here, Detective.
Yes, sir. What was the question?
Oh, wait, give me the keys. I left my briefcase. The question, why did you break down Mr. Poulianakis' door?
Because Mrs. Skimmins said that she thought he was injured inside, so we broke the door down.
And what did you see when you got in there?
Oh, that was very sad.
Objection.
What?
Prejudice to my client.
Mr. Poulianakis was laying on his bed, and he was half frozen with the cold, and he was badly beaten up. And the worst part about it was he could not even get up out of his bed and go for help, because after Miss...
Wait, okay.
After Mr. Nolan beat him up, then he stole Mr. Poulianakis' walker.
Objection.
What?
Objection. Now I move for a mistrial.
No, wait, no, Christine! I told you I get rattled in court.
Come on, everybody does. It's like walking through a minefield.
No, you don't.
It doesn't matter anyway, Meredith. We're going to get up there, and the defense attorneys already have asked for a continuation, all right?
The judge told him last time this was absolutely the last one.
Terrific. Will you come on? People say to you, your check's in the mail. You probably believe that, don't you? Excuse me.
This is a novelty dancer. She does this French chocolate number. Come on, Mac.
French chocolate, huh? Sounds like a real prize, Victor.
Yeah, you know what she says to me last night? She says, Victor, where's this relationship going?
It's a reasonable question.
Don't be a wimp, Marcus. So you know what I said? I said, let's see where it goes, you know. Let's see what's happening. No strings, no attachments. You know what she says?
What does Bon Bon say, Victor?
She says she doesn't want to wind up in 3 months sitting outside the 14th precinct in a parked car having the same conversation.
Sharing that with me, Victor?
How do we know what's going to happen in 3 months? I could be dead. We all could be dead.
They've scheduled a sergeant's examination.
Yeah. Hey, Lieutenant, you see this? They scheduled a sergeant's examination in 3 months.
Yeah, I heard. That's great.
It's about time.
Well, they only give them every 4 years.
Yeah, well, what's the odds?
It's a long shot, is Becky, but it's worth it. They give you 5 G's right off the bat.
$5,000 would certainly help Lauren's college education.
College? Lauren's not even 2, Petrie.
19 months, 6 days. Have you seen the new picture?
Yeah, you showed that to me already.
I did. How about you?
Yeah, sure, it to me yesterday. What am I going to do about Bon Bon?
Forget Bon Bon, Victor.
Bye-bye, Bon Bon.
You didn't even object. You just rolled over and played dead.
Watch it, detective.
No, she's right, Mr. Burke. Leonard Nolan has been out on bail all this time, laughing up his sleeve at us.
Are you two through ventilating? Good, because I'm not any happier about this than you are.
Then how come you just sat there?
Nolan's lawyers are giving jury instructions in federal court. That means that we trail till Monday, like it or not. Comprende?
No, I think it stinks. Comprende? Nolan's got battalions of million-dollar-a-year lawyers, and we get you. Well, how in the hell do we have a chance with you?
Well, thank you so much for that vote of confidence.
Oh, she didn't mean anything by it.
Yes, she did.
Don't argue with him.
But it doesn't bother me. Because as it is, I'm going to beat the posterior off of Nolan's lawyers. First reason being that I'm incredibly skillful. Second reason being, George Pilimakis is one of the all-time great witnesses to ever grace a courtroom.
If he ever gets the chance.
A face like your favorite grandfather, but a mind like a steel trap. They look like Attila the Hun if they go after him, and I love it. I truly love it.
I'm so glad you're happy.
Well, I'm glad that you're glad, but I have one problem.
What is that, sir?
Mr. Polyanakis did not show up today.
Well, the man is probably sick from all the delays. He happens to be a 76-year-old semi-invalid, for cripes sake. He's been down here 20, 30 times. How many times have we been here? 20, 30 times.
She's beginning to get boring. Please get her home.
Yes, sir.
Call Polyanakis. Get him in court on Monday.
Yes, sir.
Third floor.
Christine, A, because he's on our side. B, he's all we've got. I'm saying we shouldn't go out of our way to antagonize the man.
I didn't go out of my way. He got in it.
That's an interesting distinction, Christine.
You know, we don't have to kiss up to him, and he doesn't have to like us, because the truth is, the press is going to be covering that trial, and Mr. Wonderful ain't going to do anything to blow his big opportunity, regardless of how he feels about us. I'm calling Mr. Polyanakis to find out why he wasn't there.
All right, but don't take his head off, okay? Just a little consideration, a little respect.
Thank you. Emily Post.
Cagney acting like a nutcase or what?
She seems all right to me. I don't know.
Yeah, Mr. Polyanakis, please. What? When? No, I'm sorry.
Hey. Christine? Hey, wait up.
Oh, yeah, she's fine. She looks fine to me, too.
What?
Christine?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris. What is it?
Polianakis.
What?
Went into a coma 3 days ago and he died last night.
Oh, no.
Oh, geez.
Hey. Hey, Chris. This is very sad about Mr. Polianakis. Oh, I never saw you like this before. What, something? It's something else, huh? Oh, getting to you all at once, huh? Oh,
No.
yeah, I know what that's like. Look, I know that you don't like to talk about your problems, and I don't like to push, okay? So you want to cry it out, you go ahead.
No, really.
No, go ahead. It's good for you.
It's okay. I really feel stupid.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
don't be silly. Now, good cry sometimes the best thing for you. You know, those tearjerker movies, I could cry for hours. And one time, when I was pregnant with Michael, I cried. I couldn't stop crying. I cried a whole week. Poor Harv. He thought that I was miserable or something, but it was just hormones, you know? What? Oh, Chris, come on. You gotta give me a clue here or something so I can help you.
You got it. You?
What? All I said was hormones. When you're pregnant. Pregnant? Pregnant?
It happens.
This is unexpected.
Tell me about it.
Who's the father?
Mary Beth, let's not even talk about it, all right? It's just.
Do you know who it is?
Yes, I know who it is. Look, maybe I'm not. I'm only a few days late.
How many days?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks?
Don't you yell at me!
Have you spoken to the father?
No, he's out of town on business.
There's telephones, Christine.
Mary Beth, look, you said you didn't want to push.
I am concerned here. Now, who is it?
It's Neil.
Neil Riley? The one with the wife who does not understand him?
He's divorced.
Since when?
He was separated when I met him, Mary Beth. I told you that. You never listen.
And what, he got divorced for you, huh?
No. He just got divorced.
You always really liked Neil. So this is good.
That's great.
No, I mean it. Maybe it's time that you settle down, and this getting pregnant is like a sign or something. Oh, it's wonderful.
Mary Beth, those corny movies you watch, they have warped your mind.
Well, what would be so bad? You're crazy for Neil, and you're so good with children, Christine.
I'm probably not even pregnant.
Now, don't that. Then you're starting again with that ostrich routine with a head in the sand. This is not going to go away, Christine.
You know, Mary Beth, I will probably get my period today if we just stop talking about it. We got a case that's going down the tubes now. We gotta go see the I gotta fix my face.
Shoes.
Oh, shoes. Come on, Mary Beth. We have to go to work.
Where is he, anyways?
Obviously still in court. They haven't broken for recess yet.
Not the DA. Neil Riley.
Calm. Let me drop this.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, man. I'll see you in Judge's chambers this afternoon, okay?
Mr. Burke,
What are you doing here?
George Polianakis died last night.
No. Why now? Why does everything happen to me?
To you. Mr. Polianakis died.
Well, we can kiss that case goodbye. That was the defense strategy all along. Keep continuing the case until the eyewitness went senile or died.
Nice profession.
But, Mr. Burke, we still have Mr. Poulianakis' transcript, or whatever you call it, right, from the grand jury. We can introduce that at trial, can't we?
Oh, sure we can. And then the defense lawyers can eat me for breakfast. No opportunity to cross-examine, no opportunity to observe his demeanor in the courtroom. He could have been mistaken in his identity, 76 years old after all. Memory problems as we grow older. Reasonable doubt, not guilty. Kiss it off, detective.
Kiss it off? What do you mean, kiss it off?
The minute defense counsel hears about Poulianakis, they'll ask for dismissal.
And
I'm not going to oppose it.
how did I guess?
The reason I'm not going to oppose it is to avoid double jeopardy attaching.
Wait, please, I don't understand, sir. What are you saying?
If we go to trial and lose, that's it. But on the other hand, if I dismiss before the trial starts and you police can build me a winnable case, we can refile the charges against Nolan at that time.
Well, and start that continuance business all over again?
Well,
Sure, what you're worried about is taking a chance of losing a big case with the press looking at you. So it's much easier to dump on a tough one and blame it on the police department.
our business is concluded.
No, wait, Mr. Burke, our case is trailer till Monday, right? So if we come up with something by then, would you be willing to go ahead with
Of
it?
course, but I need direct evidence, preferably eyewitness testimony by a reliable witness of good character.
Great, maybe there was a convention of nuns in the room.
Would you please get her out of here?
Yes, sir.
You got no problem with me.
We'll do what we can, sir. Christine, Cagney, slow down.
Mrs. Skimmins? We're Detectives Cagney and Lacey. We want to talk to you about Mr. Poulianakis.
Mind if we come in, ma'am?
Oh, no.
Hello.
We were very sorry to hear about your friend, Mrs. Skimmins. We know that you and Mr. Poulianakis were very close.
Yes. He was a wonderful man. So full of life, right up to the end. Just sit down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just before they took him to the hospital, he brought me a catalog from the art museum. He said we'd go as soon as he got better. Then, of course, he never left the hospital. And I very seldom leave my room anymore. So much crime these days, especially against old people. Walking victims, that's what they say, don't they? Oh, could I get you some tea?
Oh, nothing, thank
No,
you.
thank you.
Chris, you sure you don't need anything?
No, thank you.
Mrs. Skimmins, we know it's been a long time, but we would like you to try and recall anything that you might have seen or heard on the day Mr. Poulianakis was assaulted.
Well, I didn't see or hear anything. I thought I explained all that to you before.
Mrs. Skimmins, we have had a very frustrating day. The assistant DA has told us unless another witness comes forth, he's going to throw this case out of court. And Leonard Nolan, who beat up your friend, will never be brought to justice for that crime.
I can't think it's as serious as all that. Why, you can bear witness to what Mr. Poulianakis said and the identification that he made at your headquarters.
It's just not that simple, Mrs. Skimmins.
Nice and warm in here, huh?
Yes.
So Mr. Nolan has not been fooling around with the boilers anymore.
No, everything's very well tended. He even painted the halls a few months ago.
Nice guy.
I guess I'm lucky to have this apartment. A woman I know, when they changed her place into a co-op, she had nowhere to go. At least I have a roof over my head. I should count my blessings, shouldn't I?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, princess, let's go.
Oh, that poor woman. She's scared to death of everything.
Yeah, well, she better get ready. Nolan's not going to harass his tenants with this court case pending, but as soon as it's settled, he's going to throw them all out of here.
So where are we?
Nowhere.
Hey, it's late. You want to pick up on this tomorrow?
Yeah.
You okay? Do me a favor, will you? See a doctor or something.
Okay.
There's laws against shoplifting. I suggest now that you've opened that.
No, please, I'd like to take this. It's for a friend. Maybe gift wrap. Here's looking at you, kid. Wait at least 3 days after a missed period. I did that. Add contents of vial into test tube, which contains test chemical. First, take morning urine. Take first morning urine. Drop 1 drop into test tube. Shake vigorously. Place test tube in holder and leave undisturbed for 2 hours before reading the results.
Why aren't you with the doctor?
Mary Beth,
Ignoring this will not make it go away, Christine. Now, you have to be responsible here. We're talking about a human life, a little precious, dependent little person, Christine, not some boyfriend you can just dump whenever you get tired of him.
Mary Beth.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did not intend to lecture you, Christine, but I get so frustrated, very frustrated when you try to...
I guess I'm not.
What do you mean, guess?
All right, I'm not.
Oh. Not pregnant. Well, that's good. Congratulations.
Thanks.
What, you're not happy?
No, I am. Actually, I'm relieved. Oh, what was I going to do with the baby, Mary Beth? Especially under these conditions. It's not ideal. It's just that,
What?
I don't know. I'm 38 years old, Mary Beth. And the biological clock is just ticking away here, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. And if I'm gonna have a baby, I better have one soon, or I'm never gonna have one at all. And I think I'd like to have one. You know, the last couple of days I was talking to it. Why is everything so complicated?
Well, what is complicated? Get married. You and Neil get married and have a baby. Now, people do that every
No,
day.
I don't even want to have a baby.
Well, what are we talking about here, then? What do you want?
I don't know what I want. What I don't want is somebody telling me I can't have. Now, it's not fair. Men choose 60, 70, 80 years old. They're still deciding to have families. Well, why do I have to decide now?
Because that's the way it is.
Come on, we're going to Rikers Island this morning. Yeah, Anthony Nunzio, that punk that was working for Nolan, he went up for stolen
We were in the
goods.
middle of something important here, Christine.
So we will discuss it on the way to Rikers Island, all right? I will be a totally captive audience, and you know that's how you love it.
All right, I'm just trying to be a friend here is all. If you're not interested in that, then forget it. It doesn't matter.
Later, okay? We've got a case that'll be dismissed by Monday if we don't get off our behinds. And my personal traumas can wait on this. This case will not. Come on.
See, now they're both acting like fruitcakes.
They say that's why women live longer than men, Victor. They don't keep everything in. Actuarially speaking, you could live 8 years longer if you could learn to let your emotions out the way women do.
No kidding.
Think about it, Victor. 8 more years with Bon Bon.
Bon Bon's history.
That's what you said about Blanche.
Who's Blanche?
Meter maid, 6th Avenue.
Hey, she was going to night school, taking up pharmacy.
All right, let's do some business. So, your group calls itself the Vermin. You say that on Sunday, somebody stole your mother's van.
Why should I talk to you? I know my rights.
You should talk to us because you were stupid enough to get collared again. Which makes you, sort of an idiot. And a prime candidate for the persistent felons program.
So you think this is news to me?
No. That was just the bad news. Good news is you'll be eligible for Medicare when you get out.
Mr. Nunzio, in your statement before the grand jury, you testified that you were not present on the day of Mr. Pulianakis' assault. You said, quote, Nolan handled that himself. He said he was better with people. So Mickey and I, we just did some little jobs for him. Busting up the boiler, tearing down some mailboxes, unquote.
So if I change my mind about that, are you saying that maybe you could help me out on this new beef?
No, what we are saying is...
Depending on what you do for us.
So like, what do you need? See, actually, that's wrong. Because I was in the room when Nolan beat up the old guy. See, I didn't know he was going to do it before we got there. And then after he started, I asked him to stop. See, Nolan is not a guy you want to mess with. So I was afraid to tell you all this before.
Would you be willing to testify to that in court?
Sure. When?
We'll talk.
Okay.
Yeah, not with perjured evidence. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I want to know what you are doing.
I am making a phone call. A personal phone call. I told you I would not call the DA until we discussed it tomorrow.
Okay? Sorry?
Yeah, Neil Riley, please. Christine Cagney calling. Oh, I thought he was due back today. I see. No, that's all right. Thank you. No, there's no message. It's this damn case, Mary Beth. I just hate it. Remember when we first collared Nolan, Dory McKenna? I'll tell you, I really loved that man. I did. But he was much more interested in packing white powder up his nose than he was in me. And now,
Neil Riley.
yeah, his secretary just told me he's still out of town on business.
And he's not.
Probably is.
Well, what's the problem? I don't understand.
Because when she said it to me, I thought she was lying.
Oh.
It made me just, I got so embarrassed. Possessive.
Well, happens.
But I hate being embarrassed. I just hate it.
Oh, now wait here. Don't tell me. Christine Cagney has experienced a human emotion. A quick pick up the rug and sweep it under again.
I gotta go.
You want to come home and have dinner with me instead?
No, I'm having dinner with Charlie tonight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Say hi to your dad for me.
Yeah, well. No, honest, Dad, it's okay. I do. No, I do understand. It wasn't even a big deal, honest. I just sort of wanted to talk to you. Look at your face. Yeah? Okay, no, next week's good. And put $1 in the slot machine for me, okay? All right. Bye, Charlie.
Section 26501 of the Penal Law, possession of a checker stick or kung fu star is criminal possession of a weapon in the 4th degree, a Class A misdemeanor. Now, did you know that, Marcus?
Yes?
What about a 170.02?
Divestiture of jurisdiction by indictment.
Yeah, what about the old 180.45?
Sports bribes receiving.
Felony or misdemeanor?
Felony, Class E.
You know what your problem is, Marcus? You study too much. You're gonna turn into one of those hunched old people who've got bad eyes, no social life, no girls, no more kids, no more horseback riding.
Yes. And with sergeant stripes.
Yeah, I said, oh, fine. All right. Thank you very much.
Morning, Christine. How was your dad?
Thank you. He went to Atlantic City. But Neil called me.
Oh, was that him on the phone just now?
Nope. That was our assistant district attorney. I was talking to him about Nunzio's testimony.
You were what? You told me that you would not talk to him until we had
I
talked
know
about
it,
it together
Mary Beth. It
first.
doesn't matter. Burke was not interested.
Oh, why not?
Because Nunzio's a junkie with a record and his testimony would never hold up in court.
What a surprise.
Doesn't matter, because I think I'm onto something else anyway.
Do I want to hear this, Christine?
Mrs. Skimmons.
Oh, wait, no, don't tell me. We are going to get Mrs. Skimmons to perjure herself, too.
We're going to get Mrs. Skimmons to tell the truth. Sit down. Look at this. In her original statement to us, she said that she went down to Mr. Polianox's apartment, knocked on the door to pick him up for their weekly trip to the library. There was no answer. She became very frightened, and so she called us.
Yeah.
All right? That call has been logged in here at 9:48 a.m. on a Tuesday. Now, I called the library. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they do not open until noon.
Well, maybe she went by his apartment early.
Maybe. But I don't think so. I think she saw something that frightened her. I think she saw Leonard Nolan let himself into that apartment, shut the door, and then she called us.
Good. You are good.
Mm-hmm.
Croissants in the car?
Mm-hmm.
cops there.
Don't worry about them. Christine will give her bad cop stare. Show the bad cop stare. Hey, how's it going?
The air feels so good. It's nice to be out of the house.
You said something the other day about how you keep yourself cooped up a lot, right? Because you're frightened?
Yes, well, I see and hear such dreadful things.
Made me very sad, Mrs. Skimmins. Sad and angry. I mean, a nice woman like her, she feels so frightened, she keeps herself a prisoner in her own apartment. This is the kind of thing that keeps me going to my job every day, trying to make things better. Although sometimes it seems like it's impossible even to make a dent even.
I appreciate what you police are doing. I'm glad someone's trying, at least.
Well, I guess that's my point, I guess. You see, trying at least is better than doing nothing at all. Of course, we can't do this by ourselves. I mean, our legal system is so frustrating. A bad man like Leonard Nolan, he can take it, bend it, turn it around, make the rest of us feel like monkeys.
Like poor Mr. Polianakis. He got so frustrated going to court time after time.
I know. Do we know? But I regret it because, you see, the system was eventually going to work because Mr. Polianakis was doing his part. But when we don't have anybody to help us, you see, the truth is that we don't really stand a chance.
Mrs. Skimmins, we know you're frightened. But the truth is we need your testimony in court.
Ma'am, there's very few things I know for sure in the world. But one of them is that Leonard Nolan brutally assaulted Mr. George Polianakis. Had he not done so, maybe Mr. Polianakis would still be here today, alive. Leonard Nolan deserves to be punished for that despicable act. But the way things stand now, we're going to have to wait for God to do it. That is, unless you come forward, Mrs. Skimmins, and give us the help that we need.
I saw Mr. Nolan come in, so I hurried back into my apartment. I looked through my peephole, and I saw him going into Mr. Polianakis' apartment.
How did he get in?
He used his pass key.
And then what happened?
Even through the door, I could hear Mr. Polianakis crying out for help. That's when I called you. Now, I know I should have done something more, but I didn't know what else to do.
You did fine, ma'am.
Did you see Mr. Nolan again that day?
Yes, I watched him come out of the apartment. He was carrying Mr. Polianakis' walker. I waited till he'd gone. Then I tried the door, but I guess Mr. Nolan had locked it. I called out to Mr. Polianakis and said, "Hold on. There's help coming." Then I went back to my apartment and waited for the police to arrive.
Thank you, Mrs. Skimmins. We know that that was hard for you.
Do we have a case?
Just one last question. You never came forward before with this information. In court, the defense lawyer would want to know why.
I'm not a brave woman, Mr. Burke. For the last 10 years, I haven't asked much of life, just not to be hurt. I was afraid Mr. Nolan would retaliate against me. That's all I could think of. I feel very sorry and ashamed. That's not a way to live, is it?
Well, you're doing what needs to be done right now. Huh? Huh?
We've got a case. But if you don't mind, I'll need just a few hours of your time to have your statement transcribed.
Oh, don't worry about it, ma'am. I'll tell you what we'll do. We will come back and pick you up and take you home, okay?
Oh, that's very kind of you, but it's an easy bus ride from here, and I was thinking I might like to stop at the museum on the way.
Hey, good for you.
It's wonderful. And you were wonderful, and if you need anything, you just give us a call, or I'll tell you what, we'll pick you up for court on Monday. 8 o'clock?
7:15, we'll take you to breakfast.
That's a nice idea. How about, have you ever had honey-baked ham and eggs at Stan's? Fabulous.
Stan's, forget Stan's. Chez Maurice, espresso and crepes. You like Belgian waffles?
Ladies, do you think we could discuss menus on Monday?
Monday. See you then.
And by the way, thanks.
So we did good. Yeah, we did good. Mary Beth, you're wonderful with Mrs. Skimmins. Honest, I really admire the way you handle witnesses.
Yeah? Well, you were the one put the whole thing together, Christine.
So, we're a terrific team.
This is true.
What do you say we go out and celebrate how terrific we are?
Oh, you mean now?
What? Oh, you got Harvey and the kids, right?
No, I was just thinking that I would study tonight for the sergeant's exam.
Tonight, you got 6 months.
Oh, you'll probably study the night before and pass, won't you?
Probably.
yeah. Well, I need 6 months, Christine.
No. 5 months and 29 days, huh? Tonight, what do you say we get 5?
Okay.
Can you believe that creep? Weak script, mediocre concept.
But it complimented the production value.
Doesn't anybody know what a producer does?
Manny, sweetheart.
I asked you
How are you? Walk and talk, Manny. Walk and talk.
Did you call Harvey again?
Harvey will live. No. Harvey's all right. He's okay.
Okay. Harvey's more than okay. Let's do to St. Harvey. Huh? The best man in America.
He's not a saint.
Okay.
He's my sweetheart.
Okay.
Okay. What about this Neil person?
Nothing.
What? Nothing. You told me to talk to him.
I did. I talked to him this morning. He called me to tell me how much he liked me.
Oh, that's not nothing. That's something.
You know why he likes me so much?
Huh?
I'm so easy to be around. I'm such an undemanding person. And I'm a cactus.
I beg your pardon.
I'm a cactus. She's a fern.
Who?
His wife.
Is a fern?
Yes. She needs constant watering. And I don't need any attention at all. That's what he told me. Nothing.
What a bastard. I'll be getting a piece of your mind.
But it's not him. It's not him. It's
What
me.
do you mean it's not him?
It isn't.
That Neil is not deserving of you, my partner. No, I want you to think that every man in the whole world is like that miserable Neil. No, there's a good man out there for you. I know it.
Mary Beth, the truth is, I wouldn't even know a good man if I ran over him.
Bad luck. You had bad luck.
No, it isn't bad luck. I picked them. Every single one of them. There's the rub. I chose them. It was me.
That doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense, because if I chose them, then it takes all the responsibility off of me to make a permanent commitment to any one of them.
Okay. So, you're a person that wants to live alone. That's okay. The people do that.
But that isn't all I want. I don't want just that. There's a part of me, there's a very big part of me that would like to have a husband and a baby, like you, and a family. Somebody that I can connect with, that's more than just me all by myself. I'd be a very good mother.
I know that.
No.
I know that.
No, you think I'd be a lousy mother. I probably would. And my kid would end up on the couch. 20 years in therapy, blaming me for everything. And what about being the first female police commissioner? How do you handle all of that? I don't know how to do it.
I don't know either. It's very hard.
It's more than hard. It's impossible. Do you know, I thought I had it all figured out for myself. I did. I liked everything that I was. I just loved it. And then I didn't like anything that I had, and I wanted everything new and everything different. And I don't know how to change it. I don't know what it is anymore that I want my breath. I'm very confused, and I just hate it.
Well, I, for one, am very proud of you. What? Shh. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because you didn't sweep it under the rug. You let it out and let it hit the air. See, you gave sound to the thoughts. Sound and air, and then you can start to deal with it.
You think?
Yeah, certainly.
Let's get another tree.
Okay.
Excuse me. Bartender, do that again. Excuse
excuse me. Oh, I gotta get something to eat, Christina. I'm gonna be sick on the bar.
Are you gonna be sick? No.
No, let's call Harvey. Let's call Harvey.
Okay.
And invite him to come down and join us.
You sweetheart, Harv. I love Harvey.
Thank you.
Yeah, here, thank you.
So what are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do about what?
Well, I mean, what do you think?
About what?
Your life.
Did you ever see Gone with the Wind?
Certainly.
Remember Scarlett O'Hara?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
That was Fred Butler. And it was Scarlett and me. I'm gonna think about it tomorrow.
Dolly, where the man hurt you.
We will probably get him someday, because after all, molesters keep on molesting.
Because we just keep on letting him do it.
That's right!
There's no reason for the both of us to defy the court order.
Why? What is the worst thing that could happen?
Jail. You're her father. Why don't you give her an opportunity to get rid of it? Don't let her carry it around like some secret the rest of her life.
They already fired this Traeger.
Well, that's good of them. Weeding out the pedophiles.
Hi, Carrie.
Oh, Harvey!
She's such an energetic child, such a bright one. I mean, she's really a joy. But recently, she's not been able to respond to her teachers. She's not been responding to her friends. And now she's been taking a doll with her to school every day. Won't let it out of her sight.
You got any ideas on reasons for this, Mr. Stone?
Well, just today, she made a drawing in class, sexually graphic. And Mrs. Skinner, one of her teachers, asked her who was in the picture that she drew. And she said it was the man who hurt her. Then she began to cry. Seamus, no running in the halls, please, young man. Okay? Sorry about that.
That's okay. I'm used to it.
Have you notified the parents?
Parent singular. He's a weirdo. I called him right after I called you. He's on his way now.
Well, when he gets here, we're going to want him to take Carrie for a legal medical examination.
There she is.
Your department.
7, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Low. Hiya. What's your name? I'm Detective Lacey. This is Detective Cagney's my partner. What's the matter? You don't believe me? I got my badge right here. It's see, that's me right there. We need to talk to you about the man that hurt you. I have to tell you the truth. I already know your name. It's Carrie Mitchell, am I right? Yeah, Mr. Stone told me that. That's a dear little dolly you got there. Mr. Stone says that you like to keep her with you these days, right? Kind of close. So, Carrie, can I call you Carrie? Thank you. So I have to ask you questions about the man that hurt you, otherwise my partner's gonna start to pester me. But before we start, I want you to know something. Okay? Whatever you want to tell me, no matter what it is, I'll believe you. And if the person that hurt you told you that it was a secret, it's okay to tell me because I'm a police officer. You understand that, right? Okay, can I have my badge back? Okay, put this right here, and we'll start, all right? Okay. Who hurt you, honey? Neil. Who's Neil? Your babysitter. Can you tell us how your babysitter hurt you? Okay, how about if you show me on your dolly where the man hurt you?
Carrie. How about a picture? Can you draw us a picture?
Atta girl.
Who else do you sit for, Neil?
Why?
Just wondered.
You're gonna talk to all of them, right? You're gonna tell them that someone said I was a pervert.
We're not going to say anything we don't have to, but we do have to investigate the allegation.
Yeah, that I...
That you what? That you what?
This is a nightmare.
Could you give us their names and addresses, please?
I've only been babysitting a month. Carrie is the first child I've sat for more than once. The others, you're just gonna have to get the names and addresses from the babysitting service. Look, I want to help you in any way I can, but I have a midterm to go to. I'd like to get dressed. Is there anything more I can do?
When would you be available to talk to us again?
Didn't I just say goodbye to you?
Yeah, I left my wallet and I just locked my keys in the car.
Well, if you wait a minute, I'll look for the extra set.
No, that's all right. I'll get a hanger. It'll be faster.
Did anyone ever tell you you look gorgeous when you're undercover? Want to help Daddy find his keys? Come on.
Uh-oh, looks like we got us a live one here. Police, get back from that car nice and
step away from the car. Let's go.
Get a gun, get the gun.
Leave him alone! Stop! Don't hurt him! Don't hurt him!
Move, get the hell back!
Stop it! Leave him alone!
Shut up now, you shut up.
I'm a cop, damn it.
Her name is Roxanne.
Where's he taking her?
Renoir's, 43rd Street.
Man is going all out, especially for a first date.
I bet you it's got a costume close to a C note for the wine and the tip.
Come on. How do you know all this stuff anyway?
Hey, does Macy still gimbals?
What happened to you? Marital spat, huh? Hey, a girl takes a poke at me, I get right back at her. I don't want to get away with that stuff just because she's a woman.
Back off, Victor, okay?
Hey, no skin off my nose.
Well, that was very good, Victor. That's quite a bruise. What happened?
I cut myself shaving, all right?
All right. No problem.
Marcus, are you all right?
I don't want anything fancy, you know, just a haircut, that's all. Oh, yeah, and maybe a manicure. Okay, good, yeah. Yeah. Tell Nick that I will make it worth his while, yeah. Right, okay, thanks. You know, there used to be a time you could walk into a barber shop, you plunk down your 6 bits, and that was it. Now you gotta make an appointment, you know. With a hairstylist, you gotta go to a salon. And then they stiff you for 25 bucks. You know what? The only difference I see is that in the old days, the haircuts would last longer.
I don't think you need a haircut.
No, you should see Harvey. Waist was hanging down over his ears.
Oh, well, Harvey's a married man. A married man doesn't have to worry about his appearance. So, what do you two need?
We want to subpoena some business records.
Which case?
A little girl at school turned out to be a sex abuse case, sir.
One of their own family?
No, the victim claims that she was molested by her babysitter. There have been no priors on the man before, and the service won't cooperate.
Well, figures. They're afraid of lawsuits and bad publicity. I'll call legal and tell them the subpoena's a priority.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Mary Beth, the hospital called. Carrie Mitchell never came in for examination.
Got the father's business card? We'll find out what happened here.
Mitchell, McDonald, and Maine, attorneys at law.
The lawyer. He was nice for a lawyer, didn't you think?
For a lawyer.
Excuse me, Lacey. Cagney. Somebody here to see you.
Yes, Jeremy Mitchell, please. Thank you. I can see he's not there. So how's your dolly feeling? I thought that you were going to take her with you to the doctor. Mr. Mitchell?
No, thank you. We won't be staying that long. Carrie, honey. You didn't tell the officers what you told Daddy? That's all right, honey. Nobody's gonna get mad at you, all right?
Hey. Hey, didn't we make a deal this morning? You could say anything to us, right? Come on, it's okay.
I made it up.
What? I'm sorry.
Oh, she imagined it. I guess it's a phase she's going through. I'm just sorry the school didn't call me first before bringing you two into it. I could have saved you a lot of time, and I apologize for any inconvenience this has caused you.
Oh, hey, Carrie. What are you crying for?
Okay, baby. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. We can go home now.
Mr. Mitchell, please wait.
I'm ready to take Carrie home. This has been very hard on her. She has a school vacation coming up in about 10 days, and I've made arrangements with her grandparents to take her for a few weeks.
Mr. Mitchell, you realize we've already filed a 61 and notified sex crime squad, so this investigation will probably continue.
No, it won't. You can kill it.
We'll have to talk about that with our supervisor, sir.
You do that, it's fine. Tell them it's been a mistake and it's all over with.
It's not that easy now.
You do it. Or I do it. Thank you, detectives.
What is that?
It's a yogi thing.
LaGuardia?
Yeah, he said if I do 50 of these, it's as good as a whole night's sleep.
LaGuardia told Coleman to take valerian root to lose weight. You checked the gut on Coleman lately? You didn't sleep much last night either, huh?
About 10 minutes before the alarm went off.
So what number are you on here?
Well, now you see, I don't know. You mixed me up. I kept seeing this scene in my head last night. Neil Traeger offers us coffee, and he's in a state of shock, I guess. Got a child molester running around. We can't even touch him.
Let me ask you something. What if he isn't?
What if he isn't what?
What if he isn't guilty? Well, the little girl's mother just died. I mean, maybe none of this is true. I had a pretty wild imagination when I was her age.
Oh, no, you didn't have an imagination about stuff like that. I mean, you were there. You heard that little girl talk about stuff that nobody her age would know about unless it happened to her. I believe what she said.
Mary Beth, she said that she lied.
Chris, I know as sure as I'm standing here right now, kids don't lie. Not about this. See her? I don't see her.
Maybe your father kept her home.
No, she's got to be out here somewhere.
Oh, wait. There she is. Carrie? Hey!
How you doing? We were
you. I'll tell you the truth, I was worried about you.
I'm not supposed to talk to people I don't know.
That's a good rule, Carrie. But you know us, right? Come on, talk to us a minute, would you? Last time I saw you, you were crying. And are you okay? Well, that's the important part. Looking forward to going to your grandma's, huh? That'll be fun. Carrie, I told my partner that you're a straight arrow, so could I check something out with you? Remember yesterday we talked in the nurse's office, right? And you told me about your babysitter, remember? And then later on, you came with your father to the squad room, right? Did you make up that story about your babysitter? Did you? What'd I tell you? Straight arrow. Well, I was just wondering what kind of a loving father encourages his child to lie, sir.
Oh, come on, Detective Lacey. This is not the debating team. I have discussed this with Carrie's child psychologist, and it is her reasoned opinion, as well as mine, that Carrie should not be subjected to any further unpleasantness in regard to this matter.
You're not even denying that you encouraged her to lie, are you?
Please spare me your feeble attempts at cross-examination.
We need Carrie's testimony in court. It's that simple.
I'll make it even simpler. Get someone else's child to do your dirty work for you.
We don't have another witness. And testifying in court is not dirty work, sir. It's a civic responsibility.
I know exactly what testifying in court is, Detective. King of the cross-examination, that's what they call me. Although in sex cases, it's not even difficult. My last rape case, I had the victim in tears. Barely knew her own name. I won. A month later, my client was arrested again. Another rape. Now, last week I was in the bank. Ran into the victim. You know, I didn't even know who she was. But she knew me. She remembered me. She spat in my face. No, thank you, detectives. Carrie declines to exercise her civic responsibility.
Mr. Mitchell, this is a first-degree sex abuse case. You keep telling your daughter to lie. You can be tried for obstructing justice, tampering with a witness.
You take me before the grand jury. And I'll hit you with the biggest false arrest suit you've ever seen. And next year, I'll be the richest man in New York City.
You could take it to family court, have you declared an unfit parent.
Another brilliant idea. Arrest me, put Carrie in a foster home. They all lived happily ever after. Now that is the classic, fabled ending.
Petrie.
Yes, sir.
You want me to initial this?
Yes, sir.
Why?
It's all in the report, Lieutenant.
I read the report. You're alleging improper conduct, specifically the use of unnecessary force, and you're alleging it against officers Brundage and Ballard.
That's correct.
I still don't know why. Petrie, suppose it was you out on patrol, and you see a guy trying to break into an automobile, a guy in civilian clothes. He's trying to break in with a coat hanger. You go over to investigate. You don't see a shield. What you do see is a gun in a shoulder holster underneath the guy's jacket. What do you do?
Well, I don't slam the suspect up against a car.
No, what do you do?
No, I don't slam him up against a car. I don't do that.
Well, I'll tell you what I would do. As soon as I see that piece, I don't leave any margin for error. That's what I do. And I want to tell you something, Marcus. These guys had no way of knowing that you were a police officer.
I don't think that's the point,
What
Lieutenant.
is the point?
The point? What they saw, Lieutenant, was a black man, shabbily dressed, in a middle-class, predominantly white neighborhood. Now, if I were white, they would have asked if I needed a locksmith.
You believe that?
Yes.
You know something? In all the years that I've been on the force, I never once filed a civilian complaint form from a fellow officer. No matter what. You know why? Because it can lead to loss of rank, loss of pension, benefits, and maybe even dismissal. Do you realize that? I'll tell you what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to put it on my desk for a couple of days. In the meantime, you think about it. At the end of a couple of days, if you still want me to initial it, I'll initial it, and we'll send it over to the review board.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
What we got? What do you say? Can we do it?
I can't file. You've got an uncooperative witness.
No, it's not the witness, it's the father. See, he's convinced himself that it'll be better for the little girl.
Oh, as opposed to us, who, being on the side of the angels, think it's better to throw her into some adversarial courtroom proceeding and let a jackal of a defense lawyer tear her apart.
Oh, come on, Rhonda. The fault of the judicial system is not on our heads. It's on yours.
Oh, thanks.
You go ahead and laugh. All we want to do is get this man off the streets. Now, can we subpoena this little girl into court without her father's cooperation or not?
Do you have any idea how hard it is to win a case when all you've got is a testimony of one small child? Make that one terrified, traumatized child in an alien, threatening environment of a courtroom, and then you throw in a squeaky clean defendant and a father who's telling her to lie? Nuh-uh. I gotta tell you, I'll pass.
I asked a question you have not answered. Rhonda, we know this guy is guilty.
Guilty. 90 cents gets me on the subway.
Well, now that is a terrific attitude.
I do not understand what we are arguing about here. Now, I want this guy as badly as you do. Happens that I need witnesses to do it.
But we're still trying to track down possible victims.
Good. You get me 3. And 3 children might still not equal 1 adult in the eyes of a jury. Oh, but hey, who said life was going to be easy? You want lunch? I'm starved.
Who can eat?
I'll buy.
Sure.
Let's canvass Traeger's neighborhood tomorrow. Maybe he approached a neighborhood kid.
It's a long shot. Chance of getting anyone to admit to it are very slim.
All right, we badger the lieutenant again about the subpoena and find out who Traeger babysat for.
Lieutenant's looking for you two.
Thank you.
Well, hurry up. He's already late for Roxanne.
Roxanne?
It's a blind date. Very hot.
Oh, good. Glad you got back before I left. I got something for you.
Is it the subpoena, sir?
No, not yet. The babysitting service is fighting that.
On what grounds?
Well, they're arguing it's irrelevant.
Perfect. Irrelevant. The man works there.
Well, I know that, Lacey. But you got to consider it from their viewpoint, too. Whether it's true or whether it's not true doesn't make any difference. As soon as it hits the newspapers, they're out of business. Besides, they already fired this Traeger.
Well, that's good of them. Weeding out the pedophiles.
It's just arrived.
What is it?
It's a restraining order. Jeremy Mitchell, forbidding you two to approach either him or his daughter.
Well, he can't do that, can he? This is an ongoing felony investigation.
He can and he did. Police harassment.
It's great. We can't get a subpoena to give us the names of other possible victims. The one witness we do know we're not allowed to talk to. And meanwhile, there is a child molester walking around the city with 2 million kids.
We do what we can. I'll let you know about the subpoena. Anything else?
No, sir.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
By the way, how do I look?
With due respect, sir, we got this jerk we can't touch. And your concern about how you're going to look on a date is irrelevant to me, sir.
Don't you get sarcastic with me, Lacey. You think for 1 minute that I don't care about that pervert out in the streets?
No, I'm sorry, sir.
Now, how'd you know about my date anyway? Never mind. Now, you listen to me, to both of you. I've been at this a lot longer than you. And if I let every case that backed me into a corner eat at me, then I'd have been eaten alive long ago. I let myself get riled up about cases I can do something about. And I suggest the same for you, too, both of you.
Yes, sir.
You live a lot longer.
Look very nice, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir, you look very nice.
You look real nice, Lieutenant.
Real nice.
tried something different. I had Michael read himself to sleep. One of those, what, ESSE Hinton books. I mean, do you believe that stuff? Gangs, drugs, fights, and all that? I mean, this is for 10-year-old kids. Now, when you grew up on Grantland Rice and Red Smith, it's kind of a shock, huh? I guess it's a different world out there. He's doing okay with the reading. I mean, he's no Sir Laurence Olivier, but he's getting better. You want to watch some TV?
No.
You want to talk?
No.
Are you mad at me or something?
No, I'm going for a walk, okay?
Hey, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's terrific. Why don't you just go for a walk?
No, I'm sorry. It's not about you, okay?
Hey, I know it's not about me. You haven't thought about me in days. You're so wrapped up in other people's troubles, you don't have any time to spend with your own family.
What do you want from me, Harvey?
A little effort to talk to me!
Would you go inside, please? Talk? Okay. Talk. Everybody wants this lousy case to go away. For the babysitting people, it's business. And for this father, I'm furious with this father, Harv. I don't know. This little girl is like, her face is like, porcelain, you know, like. And somebody messed with her, Harvey. And the father brings her downtown and makes her look like the liar. He doesn't care about getting the molester. He won't let her testify. He won't let her even talk to me. And if something like that happened to Harv Jr. or to Michael, I would not sleep until I got the guy that did it. I talked to you. Got nothing to say?
I don't think you want to hear it.
You disagree with me?
No. I just see his point then. I mean, you said it yourself. This little girl, she has been through a lot. And if he thinks that testifying and all that would hurt her more...
Just let the creep go ahead, go on and do it to
That
somebody
is
else.
not what I am saying! I am saying that this man loves his kid just like I love mine.
Don't you dare say that to me, Harv Lacey. I love my kids, and I love you more than anything else in the whole world.
And that is why you haven't spent 15 minutes this whole week with Michael or Harvey Jr. You sit in this chair all night. You hardly talk to me because your lousy job has got all your attention.
My job pays half the bills around here, remember?
So it deserves all your attention?
I'm going to take a walk.
Why don't you walk down the hall with me instead?
I'm going for a walk on my own.
I'll be here.
The lieutenant was in very early this morning.
So?
He wasn't out late last night.
You saying he struck out with Roxanne?
Well, maybe not. Maybe he never went home. Further news bulletins as they break. You again?
Cagney?
Yes, Lieutenant?
Close the door. Sit down.
Thank you.
So, how you doing?
Well, it's kind of frustrating, Lieutenant, all the dead ends on this case.
No, I'm not talking about your case. How you doing? Your life. You know, life is more than just the work you do, don't you think so?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's just that the work sometimes is easier.
I know what you mean. Listen, Cagney, you're a woman, right?
Well, I'm working on it, Lieutenant.
I mean, you're out there. You date, okay? Huh? And certain language that you speak. Well, I don't get it sometimes, you know?
Beg your pardon?
Well, let's say, for example, you're going out on a date with a guy for the very first time, right? And let's say that you had a good time with him. What do you say to him?
Say to him?
Yeah. Do you tell him you had a good time?
Well, if I had a good time, I tell him I had a good time.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. So what would you say to him if you didn't have a good time?
That one's a little tricky, Lieutenant. Actually, sometimes you say you had a good time even if you didn't have a good time.
Yeah, sure. That's right. Let the guy off easy, huh? Don't hurt his feelings. That's what I thought. Okay, thanks. You got work to do, right?
No, well, wait a second. I mean, the chances are just as good that she had a good time.
Yeah, so why didn't you say so?
Oh, I thought you did.
Yes, Amos. Huh? Yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, they'll be down to pick it up. Your subpoena cleared. The two of you could pick it up downtown this morning.
Oh, thank you, Lieutenant. Look, Lieutenant, why don't you just give her a call and ask her out again, see what happens?
Yeah, what if she says no?
Well, then you'll know if she had a good time or not.
I think he vaguely looks like a guy. If you want to check him out, we can do that.
It's up to
Hey,
you.
Detective Petrie, can we have a word with you?
I'm in a hurry.
Come on, this should just take a minute.
Listen, maybe we can go someplace a little more private.
Anything you have to say to me, you can say in front of my partner.
All right. We came here to ask you to reconsider filing charges. Look, we're sorry for what happened. It was an honest mistake. Look, I got 11 years, Petrie. You know what'll happen if this goes in my file?
Wonder why you didn't think about that before you jumped me.
Hey, man, we didn't see a shield. All we saw was your piece.
Victor, we better get up to the Bronx.
Hey. You heard the man. Get lost. Let's go.
They stare at me, babe. Think I'm being some sort of hard case. Angry black man with a chip on his shoulder. I know that's what they think.
Are you?
You saw what they did to me.
I gotta tell you, Marcus, if you ever have to make a judgment call like that, man with a gun, I don't care what color he is, I hope you do exactly the same thing.
I can't believe you're saying that. I should go out and roust people.
I'm not saying roust people, but if you do make an error, I hope it's on the side of caution. I'd rather see you facing a brutality charge than me being the grieving widow at some inspector's funeral. This may shock you, husband of mine, but I love you more than I love some abstract concept of civil liberty. What's wrong? Talk to me. I'm your wife.
I let you down.
What?
They beat me up right in front of you and Lauren.
Honey, it's okay.
No, it's not okay. Because I couldn't protect you.
Marcus, I didn't need protection. I felt terrible because I couldn't protect you.
Claudia. I never felt like that before. I felt helpless. All I could think of was that you were watching, and I couldn't do anything about it.
Oh, baby.
Do you know what that feels like for a man?
I don't know what it feels like. But I tell you what I do know. I know that if we need you, you'll be there for me and Lauren. And we'll be there for you. And that's all that matters.
No, babe. See?
Yes. That's all that counts. You don't have to be a Superman. Just Marcus Petrie.
So, one family's moved. One family, the kid's fine. One family doesn't talk to cops, but the kids seem okay. If there's nothing wrong with this Hayes child,
Then I'm not giving up.
well, maybe we'll get lucky this time. Oh, hell, Mary Beth, I did not mean it that way.
I know. It just doesn't matter what we do on this when someone ends up getting hurt.
I tell you, you gotta get off this guilt trip of yours. People getting hurt on this case is not our fault. It is Traeger's, and I'm not gonna let you do it to yourself this time.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Hello?
Mrs. Hayes?
Yes.
We're conducting an investigation. Concerns your son, Michael. Could we talk to you for a few minutes?
Okay.
I don't get it. You ask us for a witness. We got your witness, and now we're doing the best we can.
Three-year-old? A three-year-old on the witness stand?
Okay, you explained it to us. We understand it. We know that it's not gonna be not easy.
Hey! I would settle for not easy. This is impossible.
The man is guilty.
I cannot go into a courtroom with nothing more than the uncorroborated testimony of a three-year-old. I have to qualify him as a witness. That means that I have to prove that a three-year-old understands the meaning of the oath and knows the difference between telling a lie and telling a truth.
I know.
You wait! You'll be a three-year-old. I'm gonna be a real lucky defense lawyer here. Michael, did you see Dumbo? Did you see an elephant fly? Do you believe in the Tooth Fairy? Do you believe in Santa Claus?
I got the picture.
No jury is gonna convict any adult on the word of a three-year-old.
We're all the picture.
Still, you realize that we will probably get him someday. And we really don't have to do very much because, after all, molesters keep on molesting.
Because we just keep on letting him do it.
That's right! Until we get enough credible witnesses.
Mary Beth. Now, you see, you've upset my partner. Mary Beth, you want to slow down a minute? Where are you going?
It's bad enough if we have a sicko out there. We don't know who it is. And we gotta eat ourselves up worrying that we won't catch him until he does it again. But this, Kristen, I know it's Traeger, and I will not sit around and wait for him to rob somebody else's innocence.
Are you going to talk to Carrie's father?
Yeah. Yeah, you go ahead and take the car. I'm gonna get a cab.
Mary Beth, there was a restraining order.
This out of Christine Cagney?
You want to ride?
No, I'll go by myself. There's no reason for the both of us to defy the court order.
Why? What is the worst thing that could happen?
Jail.
I've been there.
When?
I told you, when I was 13, I lifted the ice skate.
Oh, ice skate.
Petrie,
Yes, sir.
I can't find that civilian complaint form anywhere on my desk.
Well, I tore it up.
Oh, you're not going to file?
No, sir.
Well, can I ask you why?
Well, with all due respect, Lieutenant, it's none of your business.
Okay. You're right. It's not. You know, Petrie, my grandfather tells a story about the old country. He and my grandmother were on a train somewhere between Minsk and Pinsk.
Is this the one about the Cossack?
Oh, I told you that one already. With the helmet filled with sour cream?
Yes, sir. A very nice story.
Yes, so you'll give it some thought.
Right.
Lieutenant?
Yeah?
Telephone call for you on 3. It's a lady named Roxanne.
Hey, what is it with you guys, huh? You never seen a guy get a phone call before? Nah. Well, Roxanne, how are you? What, in the back of the cab? Oh, well, you know, they turn everything in at the end of the shift, so all you got to do it. I'll tell you what. I'll call over there and I'll see if they've got it, okay? No, it's okay. No. Saturday? I'm free. I love pot roast.
I don't know what I have to do to get through to you people. I do have a restraining order.
Yes, sir. We understand that, but we want to talk to you, sir.
Have you ever been on the wrong side of the bars, Detective? I understand it's a fascinating experience, and I am not bluffing.
I know you're not bluffing, sir. I know you could have us put in jail, and I'll tell you the truth, I wouldn't be angry at you.
Your hand, please.
Mr. Mitchell, will you give me 2 minutes of your time? And then you can go ahead and make your phone call and get the restraining order enforced, okay?
Okay.
I understand why you're doing what you're doing because I got kids myself. You're doing what you think is best for your little girl. And if you could, you'd wrap her up in cotton so that nothing would ever hurt her, no matter what. But life isn't like that, sir. I mean, sometimes, no matter what we do or what we wish, our kids get hurt anyways.
Is there a point to the story? If so, would you please get to it?
Point is, Mr. Mitchell, that Neil Traeger is a filthy, predatory animal who should be removed from society. However, in between his midterms, he is out preying on small children. Children who are just as young and just as sweet and just as innocent as your Carrie. And it's in your power to keep this from happening. And I say if you don't exercise that power, you are responsible for every other child that he hurts.
We already know of one other child he molested, sir.
Now, why can't that child testify? Because his parents won't let him, right?
No, sir, they want to help us, but the DA says the child is too young. His name is Michael. He's 3 years old.
He's 3.
Yes, sir.
We'll be ready to start in just a few minutes. You all ready, Carrie?
Mary Beth.
Hello, Jeremy.
What the hell are you doing here?
I represent Mr. Traeger. Neil, you know Jeremy Mitchell.
Hi, Carrie.
Oh, hey, knock it off. Stop it. I said stop it. Knock it off. Stop it. Stop it.
Assault in front of witnesses? Jeremy, old boy, you're slipping.
Just get him out of here.
Mr. Zabi, you and your client have no business here.
Ms. Gallegos, I'm under the impression this is still a public hallway. And we're not breaking any laws.
You're intimidating a witness.
Are we? Neil, come on, let's go sit down over here.
And Miss Gallegos?
Yes.
We're ready to start.
Thank you. Okay, Carrie. Now you just remember everything we said. You can do it.
No.
Carrie, are you afraid because Mr. Traeger's here? Carrie, he can't hurt you anymore. He can't, honey.
Don't want to.
It's all right, sweetheart. Daddy will take you home.
Mr. Mitchell.
I am taking her home.
I'll be back. Mr. Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell, if you take her out of it, then he wins now. Don't you get that? Could I just talk to you for a second?
Would it do any good if her father went in with her?
Just to upset, make her self-conscious.
So what about Mary Beth?
Maybe. I'll see if the foreman will allow an investigating officer to assist me.
Mr. Mitchell, would you please wait?
There's nothing more to say. We're going home.
No, I think it's a mistake, sir. She brought it up. I think it's bad if she gives up in the middle.
I don't care what you think, Detective.
You're her father. Why'd you give her an opportunity to get rid of it? Don't let her carry it around like some secret the rest of her life. She needs to talk about it.
Well, she doesn't have to talk to the grand jury. She talks to me, or she talks to her therapist.
No, sir. It's not the same thing. This way, maybe she helps another little child. This way, what she says makes a difference.
Carrie, sweetheart, do you want to go into that courtroom tonight? It's up to you, son. Whatever you decide, it's okay.
I'm scared.
Oh, sweetie. I'll tell you the truth. I get scared every time I go to court. I bet your father does, too. But I'll tell you something that helped me not be scared. Carrie, I imagine I got a friend sitting right in front of me, and I look right in her eyes and I talk to my friend. And I forget about the people in the room and I talk to my friend. You could try that, maybe.
I can't imagine a friend.
Mr. Mitchell! Mr. Mitchell, Detective Lacey can be present during the hearing. The foreman has agreed.
Carrie, understand what she said? You don't have to imagine a friend because you could talk to me in there. Can you talk to me?
Yes.
That's your choice, sweetheart. But you don't have to.
Hey, Carrie. Hey, honey, give me a hand. Now listen, you hang on to my hand, and you keep looking at me, all right?
It's gonna be all right, sweetie.
Good luck. Okay?
Hey, wait!
Back off!
It's kind of a long shot.
It's the only shot we got.
As long as we're on the subject, there is one thing that I would like to get out the way, Boyd.
What's that?
You really want to kill me?
There, how's that?
I'm on the scene in civilian clothes, and we have a hostage situation with a member of the service being held as hostage. I repeat, we have a member of the service being held as hostage. Kids throwing stones in a railroad yard. I'm telling you, they gotta be kidding. What do we have uniforms for?
Come on, fill out a couple of YAD cards, and we get the mayor's office off the lieutenant's back. What could it take us, 10 minutes? 20 minutes.
It's gotta be 90 degrees already.
Yeah, they said it's going up.
My air conditioner is on the fritz. You try and have an air conditioner fixed in a heat wave.
Hello? So, where is everybody?
Probably out chasing our little darlings. Big crime wave, you know, kids throwing rocks. Got the air conditioner the same place I did. How about down here? At least there's some shade.
You know the trouble with you? You got up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, that's all. You just need to count your blessings a little
See,
bit.
there you go, understanding me again. That's good. I hate that more than anything.
Well, I'm very sorry. I happen to be feeling good today.
Well, you don't have to infect me with all your joy, all right? Damn it! Damn it, would you look at that?
Hey! Take it easy.
Oh,
Take it easy.
He's
Don't
got a
do
gun,
this
Chris!
away.
Hey, wait!
Back off! I mean it. I'll kill her right here.
Move, Chris! No, no, no. Listen to me. Listen to me. The woman you're holding is a police officer. We're both of us cops.
Oh, boy.
Okay, just relax, all right? I'm not going to do anything foolish, neither is she.
Good.
So just put the
back
gun
off.
down and we'll talk about it. Just drop your gun.
Back off or she
Chris,
gets it. You're
do
next.
like he says. Buy the book, okay?
Back
Do
off!
like he says. I'll be
fine. I'll be fine. Easy. All right, easy. Okay, just take it easy. Wait, I got the wrong juices for this. Okay, all right. Just relax. Just relax. All right. Where are we going?
Follow me up here.
I can't.
Come on. Up the stairs. Come on.
All right. Just, you don't want to go in here.
Come on. Get over there. Get up. I said get up. Get away from me. Get up. Get up and turn around. Turn around.
Do you mind telling me what this is all about?
You're my ticket out of here.
Out of where?
Just shut up. Turn around. Put them on. Bend down there and put them on. Pick them up. Hook one around your wrist.
Okay, fella.
Go ahead. Hook one around your wrist. Put your hands behind your back. Put them behind your back. Get up there. There. How's it feel, huh?
Detective Cagney, 14th. Get over here.
We're after a guy who knocked off a grocery store, 115th and 2nd.
Male cop, about 6'2", dark hair, green t-shirt, black leather jacket.
You saw him?
Yeah, he's in that boxcar over there, and he's got my partner. He's packing a Saturday night special.
6 shot, 38 caliber.
Yeah, you got an ID on him?
Nothing. Zilch.
Okay, I'm gonna phone it in. You contain them, all right? Just contain them.
Okay.
Even if they come busting out, no shooting. You got that?
Okay.
No shooting!
Okay. Johnny.
Central, this is Detective Car 21 with an emergency message. I have a 1013 in a railroad yard near the 112th Street overpass. I'm on the scene in civilian clothes, and we have a hostage situation with a member of the service being held as hostage. I repeat, we have a member of the service being held as hostage.
You got her piece?
She's got her purse. She's carrying a 38. It's the extra standard 12 rounds.
What's he got?
Saturday night special. I think it's a 38.
That's 18 rounds to contend with, plus at least 6 more on the suspect. You two, Team A. You and you, Team B. Right. Go on out there, give those uniform guys some relief. And hey, when you get set up in position, watch your crossfire.
Send those uniform guys back. I want to talk to them.
Lieutenant, set up a perimeter for me.
We're clearing the whole area.
And the info office is going to need a media area, a big one.
How about the CP?
All right. Where are they?
Boxcar. Down the track there. The door that you can't see is padlocked from the outside. You don't have to worry about that. The one that you can see, that's the only way in and out.
Gotcha. Secure that shack for me. I want to use it.
Okay, you got it. We'll set you up.
Excuse me. Who are you?
Detective Cagney.
That's your partner in there, right?
That's right.
We'll get her out for you. I never lost one yet. Look, we've handled enough of these to know what we're doing. Now, you got an ID on the suspect yet?
No.
Has anyone talked to him? Made any demands?
Not yet, no.
So, we don't know his name. Okay. I guess this is what we call square one.
what's your name? Look, I gotta be honest. There's only two possible endings here. The one I don't even want to think about. The other one is lay down your gun and give up. I can personally guarantee your safety. No one's gonna hurt you, but we will have to take you into custody.
You just knock it off. I gotta think.
That's good. That's what you should do, is think. Because, like, the whole rest of your life is on the line here, right now.
Yeah, your life, too. Don't forget that. Your life's on the line here, too.
What'd you say your name was? Hey, come on. We're gonna be here a while. I gotta call you something.
Boyd.
Boyd. Okay, Boyd. So, how old are you, Boyd? 25, 26 years old?
Yeah, about.
All right, then let's get serious, huh? What are we talking about? First offense, 15 years. You do a third of that, right? Good time, we're talking 4.5 years.
No. No way.
Boyd, if you keep on with this, you know, we're gonna have to add kidnapping. That's 2 felonies. And then maybe they label you a persistent felon. It's heavy time, Boyd. Instead of being out before you're 30, we're talking picture of 55, minimum 60 maybe.
I ain't going to no joint, and I ain't staying here either. I'm going out, and you're coming with me.
Hey, I'm trying to give you an out, Boyd. I'm being straight with you. You give up now, and we charge you with maybe unlawful imprisonment, huh? That could be a misdemeanor. I'm giving you my best shot here, Boyd. Now, what are you gonna do? Come on, use your head. What are you gonna do? Make a decision.
You shut up! Just shut up! I gotta think.
Okay. But think fast, would you, Boyd? It's hot in here.
You there in the boxcar. My name is King. I'm a police officer. I know you're wondering what's going to happen next. We've had situations like this before where they worked out fine. We want this to work out fine. You have a police officer in there with you, and you can rely on her to keep her head. So don't do anything foolish. I want you to know if you come out now, no one will jeopardize your safety. You have my word on that. If you lay down your weapons, no harm will come to you. So what do you say?
Oh, yeah, I'm coming out all right. But my way, mister, not yours.
My name is King. What's yours?
Oh, forget it. I'm not buying that.
I have to call you something. How about John, okay? All right, John, we're here in force, and we're not going away, and neither are you. Now, like I said, no one's going to do anything foolish. But understand this. I want you to stay right where you are until we work something out.
I got this lady in here. She's my passport. Any place I want to go, anything I want to do, I get. Or she's had it. You hear me?
I hear you. Listen, have you got anybody that you'd like to talk to? Family? Girlfriend? Priest? Minister?
Oh, come on. Forget it. Give it up.
Not a bad idea. Let's both give it a rest. Think things over, huh?
Well, looks like we're gonna be here for a while.
You're right.
All right. My name is Kelsey, and I'll be your information officer. Now, if I can have your attention, please. I've been authorized to make the following statement.
I pull off a nickel-dime stick-up, and I got the whole police force out here.
Yeah, they're good, too. I gotta tell the truth about that. You're a little adept here, don't you think?
Knock it off. Must be 150 degrees in here.
You know, for what it's worth, there's a shack over there. It's got running water and an air conditioner.
Sure, just a nice little stroll in the sun together, huh? You must think I'm really stupid.
What I meant was that, you know, you could talk to the negotiator. Maybe you could work something out.
Mm-hmm. What about snipers? Police rifles? I know about that.
These are disciplined officers. They don't shoot without orders.
Forget it. A bad idea. Stupid idea.
Scary, huh? I'm scared. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being scared, right?
What makes you think I'm scared?
I don't know. As long as we're gonna be here, don't be afraid to let your hair down, you know, Boyd? Huh? Look, as long as we're on the subject.
All lady cops wear lace?
As long as we're on the subject, there is one thing that I would like to get out the way, Boyd.
What's that?
You really want to kill me?
What's with you, motor mouth? All of a sudden you got nothing to say?
I was thinking about my aunt. Actually, she was my mother's aunt. Well, it doesn't matter. She used to take a sheet, put it in a freezer, and then she'd drape it over the fire escape, you know? We'd sleep out there. Did you ever do that? Better than air conditioning.
No, I never did. Just shut up about that. I don't want to hear about your aunt.
What's the matter, Boyd? Getting warm?
No. You are.
Just a minute.
Mr. Lacey?
Yeah.
Been monitoring the calls on the way in.
That's important. Detective Cagney, this is Jim Palmer, Lieutenant Palmer. He's the department psychologist.
Lieutenant?
Detective. So I need to know things about Detective Lacey that might not be in her file.
Like what?
Anything you can tell me about her. It might affect the way she behaves out here.
She's had 14 years on the job, Lieutenant. She knows what she's doing.
Is she familiar with the hostage book?
Cover to cover.
How persuasive is she?
Lieutenant, she can talk anybody and anything. Sometimes even me.
Well, and do you think she's smart enough to play the guy? You know, work him, stress him, keep him off balance?
I think so.
Good, good. Jim, I think we're going to play this a totally different way. I like the fact that we got a woman down there working him full time. I like that.
Sergeant, you know, it's getting pretty damn hot down there. Now, can you imagine what it's like with the sun beating down in that boxcar? Just how long do you think they can take it?
Time is on our side. It's one thing to drop the hammer on a total stranger. It's a lot harder to kill somebody that you know. And the longer she's down there, the better they get to know each other. She's doing half our work for us. You follow me?
Cagney.
Excuse me.
How you doing?
That's where I bet has got the problem, Lieutenant.
Yeah, you should see yourself.
Thought it was a pretty good actor.
You know about that man there? He's never lost a hostage. Not one. Not ever.
So how come I don't feel better?
You want to help Lacey out? They're having a lot of trouble identifying the suspect. So why don't you get over to the robbery scene? See what you can find out.
No, I don't want to leave her.
There's nothing you can do here, Cagney, except get in the way. Come on. That's an order.
Excuse me, you can't come in here.
Who are you?
Detective Fickett, who are you?
Detective Cagney from the 14th. Have you got an idea on the perp?
We're working on it. I want you to go out and check with Baxter, will you? Thank you.
Those the eyewitnesses?
That's right.
So are they cooperating? What are you getting?
Look, we do have an ongoing investigation here, unless you've been authorized to take over.
I need an ID on this man fast. All right, I need a psychological profile. I need a rap sheet. It's important. Hey, look, damn it. You know what's going down at the railroad yard?
You're the partner.
Did he say anything?
Why didn't you say so? It's all right, I understand. If you want to talk to the victims, they're right over here.
Thank you. Excuse me. I'm Detective Cagney. I'm from the 14th Precinct. What can you tell me about this man?
So, Boyd, how's your life going? Happy? How's tricks?
Don't get funny.
No, I'm serious. Do you like the way that your life is going here?
Sometimes you don't have a choice.
You got a choice right now.
I don't want to hear that.
Oh, all right, okay. Change of subject. You told it all about your family. You know they're gonna have to suffer the consequences of this, too.
Family. What family?
Well, you had to come from somewheres.
I know what you're trying to do, okay? You're trying to pull a number on me here. You're trying to keep me talking so I don't think and figure out what's going on, right?
Hey, I'm trying to put in my 20 years, that's all, okay?
So, what's up with your friends? Let's go see what they're doing. Get up.
Okay.
Get up!
Okay.
I'm sure he'll be glad to hear from us.
All right. There.
Hey, you out there! King! You hear me?
I'm right here, John.
Just keep thinking I'm stupid. You're gonna be sorry. And stop calling me John.
What do I call you then?
It's Boyd, man. And don't forget it.
What's on your mind, Boyd?
The heat. The heat's on my mind, man. You're just sitting out there waiting for me to pass out, right? Forget it. It ain't gonna happen. We're coming out of here right now.
Suspect is threatening to move.
Just a minute there, Boyd. All right, so you come out. Where you gonna go?
To the shack that you're in. It's got water and air conditioning, right?
If you can give it to him, I'd give it to him.
You want this shack, huh?
Yeah, right.
Well, I'll tell you, Boyd, I gotta filter this through a lot of people. I can't authorize a move like that by myself.
Well, you do that.
You give me a few minutes, won't you? You'll do that for me. I need some time. I'll get back to you. Okay?
What do you think?
I don't know, it's giving him an awful lot.
We give him this and we got chips to bargain with.
Well, we know the layout of this place. That's in our favor.
You can contain him, right?
Once we're set up for it, yeah. What about the air conditioning?
I never said it was working, did I?
What was the name? Don't you get anything else?
0.
Okay. Look, what if we cut into the computer line and run the name? It's not like his name is John or Joe. I mean, how many Boyds could there be with rap sheets? We'll just pull all the mugs and see if we get a match.
It's kind of a long shot.
It's the only shot we got. It's gonna take about 3 or 4 days just to run the latents.
Okay, run. Chris.
Paul, you there too?
She's going to come out just fine.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, guys.
Lacey, where is she? Boxcar over there.
Boxcar? You take it easy. Don't worry about her. She's fine. As far as we know, she's doing okay.
Looks like the Third World War here.
Yeah, look, let me introduce you to the guy in charge here. Sergeant King, this is Harvey Lacey.
Let's get away from here. Your wife's fine, Mr. Lacey. She's a little uncomfortable, but she's doing fine.
What are you gonna do?
Well, the suspect, the guy holding, he's made a demand. He wants to move to this shack.
Are you gonna let him?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes. Tactically, it's to our advantage.
Tactically, what does that mean, tactically? You're not gonna start shooting.
Look, Mr. Lacey, nobody wants to shoot this guy. But we're all brothers in blue here, and so far as I'm concerned, your wife's safety comes first. I mean, the guy has threatened her life.
What if these guys miss? What if they shoot at him and they miss?
Lieutenant Talbot, this is Detective Lacey's husband.
We're gonna get your wife out, sir. Mr. Lacey, I've got 14 snipers here, and believe me, they are highly disciplined officers. Any one of them could shoot a dime from your fingers at 200 yards. They never squeeze off a round until they know where it's going.
Oh, boy, geez, I don't know.
Look, Mr. Lacey, we've never lost a hostage. Not a single one. You're gonna have to trust it.
Is he lying to me? Is that true? He's never lost a hostage?
Oh, that's absolutely true. Not him, not anyone here. We got one of the best teams in the country right here. Oh, the kids know?
Yeah, they're across the hall with a neighbor. I asked her to turn the TV off.
You see, this could be a while here. Maybe
No, I'm staying. I'm not leaving till she's out of there.
They got an air conditioning in there, right? And water, running water.
Yes, I saw it.
Hey, not gonna pass out on me, are you?
I'll be all right. We're in this together, right?
I'll flat blow you away. I mean it.
I'll be all right. It's just the heat here.
Well, you better. Because I ain't fooling around with you.
What's going on? Where they going?
Well, if they do drop the guy, then it's all over, right? Now, you listen to me, Harvey. They're never going to endanger you. Not for 1 second. I mean that. Never.
I'm no good at this. I'm no good at all.
Team C, Team D, this is Talbot. Ease away and stay out of sight. I don't want you surprising this guy.
Roger. All right, boys. Got some good news for you. Now, I've always been fair with you, and I know you're going to be fair with me. I've cleared the tracks between the boxcar and the shack. Your only route is straight to that shack. I can't cut you any more leeway than that.
Boy, am I glad you're here.
Hey, Harvey, how you doing?
Not so hot.
Harvey, they got everything pretty well under control.
That's what they keep telling me. Chris, I am scared to death here.
Hey, wait a minute. That's no dummy out there, huh? That's Mary Beth, right? Does the kid know what she's doing or not?
Sure she does. She knows what she's doing right. I just wish there was something I could do.
I know, so do I. I got something for you. Here. Uniforms, they picked this up at the site. You give it to her.
All right, boys. We're ready for your move.
They're coming out.
You're not going to see a single officer. No one's going to threaten your safety.
All right, let's move. Turn around.
I want you to go straight into the shack. That's your only chance for safety. No detours. Understand? That would be dangerous.
They're coming out. He's got her tethered. He's got a belt around her neck. What we're looking for here is a target of opportunity. You've got the green light. I repeat, you've got the green light to shoot.
Roger.
I don't want to miss, gentlemen. I don't want a dead officer down there. This kid knows what he's doing. It's all right, Lieutenant. We've got a few surprises in there for him.
You shut the power off. No water either. They shut everything off. You knew about this, didn't you?
That's procedure. They always do it. It's in the book.
You knew about this. You let me be a walking target out there, didn't you? Didn't you?
Listen, we had to get out of there. You know that.
This was a setup, man. I fell for it. So, there's no covers on the windows. Why is that? Come on, you know everything. Why is that? Snipers, right? Boy, you guys never give up, do you?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, we cover the windows.
Don't get that? We're coming. Hang on.
This is King. How we doing in there?
You know damn well how we're doing.
Come on, Boyd. You got everything you wanted.
You blew it, pal. You lied. You said there was going to be air conditioning in here.
I didn't lie. I never said it was working.
I want the water on, and I want the power on, and I want it right now.
Look, pal, there is something that you don't understand. You're not in control here. I am. You want the power on? Fine. You got to give me something.
Oh, I'll give you something, all right. You want me to give you something? All right. Here, how's this? There, how's that? I'll give you a body. How's this? How's that, huh? How's that? You see that?
Look, I tell you what. I'll give you one or the other, but not both.
Don't push me, King. You're running out of time here, buddy.
Well, it looks like we got a standoff then.
You want me to waste this cop right here? Huh? Is that what you want?
Go easy. Now, Boyd, let's just settle down a little, huh? You're gonna have to learn to trust me.
Blow that off, King.
All right, look, I'm gonna turn the water and the power on, okay? And then you'll know you can trust me for my word. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna send an officer down there.
No cops.
Well, then things just stay the way they are, because you know I can't send a civilian. You know I can't do that. Boyd? Boyd?
All right, send a woman. That broad she was with before.
It's gonna take a little time.
Time is something you ain't got, buddy.
Boyd, she may not want to come. Did you ever think of that? I'm gonna have to guarantee her safety. Now, that's gonna take time. I'll get back to you in 10.
Can you conceal a weapon on me?
I thought you were running the legwork.
I got help.
You really want to go down there?
I can think of things I'd rather do, but I'm going.
So, Boyd, where do you think all this is going to get you?
Out of jail. What else?
Where do you think you are now? Look around.
On my way out of here.
Sure about that?
You just watch.
Boyd, would you look at me, please? Hey, come on. There's no way in the world it's gonna happen.
They're never gonna take me out of here alive, I'll tell you that. The way I figure it, as long as you're with me, I'm calling the shots. Where I go, you go. It's pretty simple.
How many years together on the force?
14.
Does the hostage have a family?
Yes, she has a husband and 2 small boys. Excuse me. What'd you get?
Try this.
His general description fits.
That's him.
Boyd Evans Stroud, parole jumper out of Illinois.
Excuse me. We ID'd him.
You see that? Pretty ugly rap sheet, Lieutenant.
Went down for manslaughter, plus he beat 2 murder charges.
This is what I've been dealing with. Okay.
Good work, you two. Good.
Yeah, it was terrific. Thank you.
How was the computer running?
84 Boyds. But I got him.
I want $200,000 and a police car with a radio, so I know I'm not being followed.
One thing at a time, pal. We're turning on the water and the power. Let's not get carried away here.
I want the cash, and I want the car, and I want it right now.
That's a tall order. You want $200,000. You want it now?
Right.
It's gonna take a little time. I'll get back to you in 10. You heard it. What do you think?
I think this could be the break we've been looking for.
I think you're right. The guy's a hard case.
I don't think you're gonna crack it.
He's pulled the trigger on people twice already.
Let me tell you something. This guy is a psychopathic personality. He's very disturbed, very unpredictable.
So?
So what we're gonna do is take him out. When we were in the shack, I had these pictures taken. You see this bulletin board? Well, it now looks to be moved over this window. This desk is upended over this one, and that yard map is tacked up over that one. In other words, the odds are that the door's not barricaded.
So what we're gonna do is this. What we got is a 2-pronged attack. We got the TAC team here and here flanking the door. And we got a sniper out here for a shot through the window.
Wait a minute, that window's covered.
Yes, but the glass is broken.
Oh, that's right. Kids throwing stones.
So what we're gonna do is send you down there. All he's thinking is that you're gonna turn on the power in the water for him, right? So just play it that way.
All right.
From the moment you leave the CP, you're gonna be fully exposed to Boyd's view. In fact, I'm gonna call him and tell him you're out there. It's up to me to keep him on the phone while the TAC team slips into position, while he's checking you out, and I'm talking to him.
Okay.
You're gonna be unarmed. You know that.
All he has is a handgun. It's not very accurate. That's what they're telling me.
You'll be wearing a bulletproof vest.
I want you to understand, this whole operation is keyed on you. If at any time at all it feels hinky, any time at all, just call it off and get the hell out of there.
All right. So what's your trick? How are you going to take this guy down?
Here's what happens. You're gonna move down the track toward the shack. He won't dare take his eyes off you, because you're a threat to his safety, right? The switch for the power is down here at the far end of the track. Boyd is gonna be over here on the phone talking to King. Now, sooner or later, you're gonna have to pass out of his line of vision, right? But he's not gonna like that. He's gonna wanna check up on you.
So what we're gonna do is confuse the suspect by giving him 2 choices. As soon as you pass out of sight, I'm gonna roll that getaway car out and tell him to look at it for his approval. You'll be wired so you hear everything we say on the phone. If he takes the bait, sooner or later he's gonna look at that car. And I'll be talking to him, working him. When he does, that puts his back to your window and the power supply and the front door. He'll never know what hit him.
How are you gonna get a clean shot?
You'll be monitoring the phone call, so you'll know by Boyd's conversation when he's looking at the car. All you do is reach up through the broken window and pull the map down, and then dive for cover. Because this will open him up to the sniper's field of fire. They'll drop him as the TAC team makes entry.
This is your show, really. You think you're up to it?
You just tell me when.
2 minutes.
All right.
How are you, Harvey?
Hiya, Paul. How you doing?
Okay. I guess that's it, huh?
Yeah, that's the shack down there.
Mary Beth, how's she doing?
Well, she's still in there. She's fine as far as we know. She can be a very persistent lady, you know.
I know.
Who's minding the store?
It's 6:30, Bart.
Okay. It's only 6:30. I feel like I've been here half of my life.
Where'd you get that?
Out of your bag. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, kid's lunch. I forgot. I don't suppose I could have a bite. It is mine.
You got kids, huh?
Yeah. 2 boys. Nice. Nice boys.
How do they feel about funerals? Where's your friends?
Hey.
They said they were gonna call.
You said he said 10 minutes. It hasn't been 10 minutes.
I'm getting tired of this. Stop looking at me. Every time I look over there, you're staring at me.
I was just thinking about funerals. You know, I've been a cop 14 years last month. I never got used to dead bodies. I'd hate to see you laying dead here, Boyd.
Who's gonna be dead, huh? Who's gonna be dead? It's about time.
I said 10 minutes, Boyd. It's been exactly 10 minutes. What I want you to do is go out and look out that west window.
Oh, yeah, sure. And get blown away, right?
All right, don't then, but it's a woman. It's what you asked for. She's unarmed. She's on her way. She'll turn the power on the water on for you. But you really ought to check her out.
Okay, I see her. She pulls one move and they're both dead. One move, King, and they're both dead. You got that?
What she is gonna do is go around the east side of the shack to where the switches are, right?
Yeah, right. Now, what about my car? What about that bread I asked for?
I told you, they're working on it. Sure you are. You talk like you don't believe it. That's right. I don't believe you.
I don't believe you. You're right.
Hey, Boyd, you didn't tell me how you want the cash. You want it in large bills or small?
All right, King, come on, don't jive me. I want the car and I want the 200,000. You work it out.
Hey, take it easy. You've given me a lot to do. I can't pass miracles.
You want this lady alive? Huh, King? Then you do like I tell you. Got that? Hey, where's she going? Where's that policewoman going? Speak to me. Come on, tell me. Where's she going? Where'd she go?
I told you, she has to go around the other side of the building. That's where the utilities are. I told you that.
How do I know she ain't got a bomb or something like that?
Boyd, you checked her out yourself. You know she's unarmed. Will you take it easy?
I don't like this, King. I don't like this at all.
Hey, do you want the water on? Do you want the air conditioning on? Are you listening to me? Boyd? Boyd? Boyd, I got your car ready for you. You want to see it? You want to check it out?
I want to know where that policewoman is. I want to know where she's going. You hear me?
I told you, she's going around the other side of the building. Look, we're rolling out the car now. Just look up here toward the CP and you'll see it.
Unmarked, right? Hold it.
You said police car. The police car has markings.
Okay, King. Everybody is in position.
I changed my mind. I want an unmarked car. I said unmarked, you got that?
Okay, but these things are not really built for speed. I thought you're gonna want to move, aren't you?
I said unmarked, that's what I want, unmarked.
All right. But it's gonna take a little time.
Come on, King, you're fooling around with me here.
Listen, did you check it out? Did you see what kind of car we got you? That thing is capable of doing 125 miles an hour. It's got a heavy built engine and all of that. You never know when it's gonna come in handy.
I don't see it out there. I don't see no police car out there. Where is it?
We're rolling it out right now from under the bridge abutment. Take a look at it.
Yeah, I see it. I see it, and it's no good.
Suspect neutralized, confirmed.
Oh, my God. Don't look at me, Chris, now, okay? Don't look at me.
Is the suspect neutralized? What the hell is going on down there? Somebody talk to me, damn it!
Get these off of me. Get me out of these. Come on, come on.
Is the suspect neutralized?
Let me see it. Oh.
Somebody down there talk to me. Is the suspect neutralized?
Right. Affirmative.
It's okay.
Be home, would you? Let's get the hell out of here.
Job.